Hello everyone, and welcome back to another beautiful day on the PleasantCraft server. And what a day it is, am I right? I mean, the sun is shining, probably. The birds, or bats rather, they're chirping or squeaking or whatever you want to call it. It's great. I love being down here in this dingy cave. Yeah, let's just say that the past couple weeks down here have not been so great for me. I mean, just look at me. Yeah, I am not quite used to living in squalor like this. Although, I will admit, being down here is definitely a lot better than being stuck in prison, even if it is a little bit grimy in some areas. And I think with time, a lot of this stuff is just gonna grow on me. Even if it is literally growing on me. Yeah, man, this jumpsuit is pretty disgusting at this point. I think it's definitely time for a, change of clothes. Let's just go ahead and craft ourselves one of these, some of these, a couple of these, and of course one of these. Now it's time for the moment of truth. And hey, there we go. That's pretty sharp looking, I'd say. I mean, I really did miss having a hat on my head this whole time. But now that I've acquired this fresh new look, I think it's about time that I explain to you what exactly my plans are for this cave area here, because currently there isn't much. I mean, I did manage to capture a couple villagers the other day, which I will be getting back to later in today's episode, but right now we have yet to truly get started in here, which is why today I want to begin my brand new base project. A project which I will be calling, drumroll please, Project Sewerpunk. I know that doesn't really explain a lot, but basically the plan is, down here, I'm going to build a massive city, taking full advantage of the underground space we have here. So we're going to have skyscrapers and buildings with narrow passages and canals and pipes and all sorts of fun stuff, with a little bit of cyberpunk thrown in there as well. And honestly, once this base is complete, I think it is going to be quite spectacular and a good first step towards eventually getting my revenge on the other Pleasants. Yeah, that's right. Don't think I forgot about that, but I've yammered on for long enough now. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start building up this brand new base. Now this is something that's more my size. I mean, yeah, look at this place, man. It is quite large and kind of trippy looking compared to the rest of the cave. I mean, yeah, it is quite the sight to behold. And before you ask, all of these platforms here, this is only the foundation to the base. I've yet to build any of the actual buildings or anything because I don't quite have the materials for that yet. But that actually leads me on to the next thing that I want to do. And that's because while I was busy over there placing blocks, the couple villagers that I had over here actually turned into, well, more than a couple villagers. Which is good because I want to make a bit of a trading hall with these guys to help me trade for all the excuse me, I'm trying to... Thank you. I want to build a trading hall so I can get all the materials for the base. So, first things first, I think for the sake of simplicity, I'm just gonna dig back a little bit behind this area here and turn this into the trading hall. So that way it won't be as much of a pain to move these guys around. Okay, here we go. First villager, maybe? Okay, we got one. Can you... Alright, I need you to get out of the way, first and foremost. Can you please go in the hole? Thank you. And now there's an iron golem in the wall. Yep, this is going fantastically. Okay, there we go. Villager number 3. What on earth? Wait, they're having a little dance party on the rails there. Hold on. Are they gonna do it again? Oh, look at him go! Oh, he's having a little rave over here. And there we go. There's our last one in place now. So now that that's done, I think what I ought to do is probably convert these guys into zombies and cure them, so that way I can get much cheaper prices. Which, now that I say that out loud, does actually kind of sound weird. I mean, why would you turn someone into a zombie to get cheaper prices? I guess either way, we're gonna need to go find a zombie. So hopefully there's one not too far from here. Looks like we got one right here. Let's just slap that name tag on him right there. There we go. Got ourselves a green boy. Alright, buddy, if you could please stop poking me, that would be great. Just get in the minecart. Please get in the minecart. There you go. Look, guys, I brought you all a friend. He's here to give you all warm hugs. Here, let's see if we can send him down right through there. Is that gonna work? Maybe? Maybe if I walk away. Maybe? Are you gonna do something? Wait, hold on. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Okay, I think I figured it out. Let's just break that. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? He just bolted. Oh, this couldn't be going any worse right now. Alright, all of our villagers are in place. Again. So it's time for take 2. Let's go ahead and break this guy's boat, and I think I'm just gonna open him up one at a time and let the zombie just do his business. And there we go. Finally. Alright, well, after a lot of trial and error, I did manage to get all of the villagers converted. So now we just have to cure them, and hopefully everything will be smooth from there. And there we go. Perfect. Now all of these guys should have a profession, and yup, they are selling things for quite cheap, it seems. Now, the best thing about these professions in particular is that, for starters, the stonemason actually trades emeralds for clay, which, in case you haven't noticed, we happen to have quite a lot of clay, which will be really good for getting some emeralds. But on top of that, we've also got these librarians and cartographers. And a funny thing about these guys is that the librarians sell 1 emerald for 4 glass. But if you cure a cartographer, they sell 1 emerald for 5 glass panes. And in case you don't know what that means, allow me to demonstrate. So I'm gonna buy a few bits of glass from this guy here, and I'll walk over to this crafting table, and then what I can do is make all these glass panes, which, as you can see, I now have more glass panes than I did glass. And what I can do now is use this to get even more emeralds. So effectively, we're just duplicating the emeralds. And with just a little bit of trading, I can get myself a pretty good amount of emeralds, which I can then use on these guys over here to get bricks or stone or whatever thing I need to help build my base. So altogether, I think this trading hall is going to be very, very helpful, and I'm glad I built it. Eventually, I may move these guys to a bit nicer looking home, but I think I've done enough messing with villagers for one day. So instead, for the rest of today's episode, I'd like to put my focus back onto this base here, which, as you can see, now has some very lovely ketchup and mustard outlines on it. But yeah, right over there is kind of where I want to start chucking down some buildings in our city. And if we go and get a closer look, you can see there's a lot of interesting shapes in here. You know, we got a lot of diagonal lines and everything is very compact. It is by no means an easy build, but now that we have access to all of the resources we need, it should hopefully be a whole lot easier. So, without further ado, let's get a start on this city. And with that, the first section of the Sewerpunk base is now complete. And you know what? I gotta say, I am absolutely loving this place. I mean, I love the atmosphere. I love how compact everything feels. And I'm gonna say it. I love the grime. I think I've really started to embrace this stuff. I mean, it looks great on the walls here. It looks great in this little sewer canal. It really helps to enhance the mood of this whole alleyway here. But getting back on track, let's do a little bit of a tour, why don't we? So right here we have a little bit of a psychic / magic building, which I think turned out pretty good, especially with all these little amethysts over here. And then right next to it, we of course have this diorite building here with the copper roof, which I'm hoping oxidizes a little bit faster. And a big brick tower in the back. And then over here we have kind of a factory building with a bunch of pipes and smokestacks and things. And then a few more boarded up buildings over here. And all in all, I think this place has definitely come together well. And if you take a look at this, we haven't even scratched the surface of this base yet. I mean, that's only a small little section right there. Look at all the space we have left to build. I mean, this is definitely going to be quite the base when it's done. But I'm afraid that is actually going to be all the time I have for today's episode. So if you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.